You guys just watching this debate? What do you think about it?
Personally, I wouldn't have one, but I'm not going to judge somebody else that does. It's not my place to judge.
Well, what if we remove the angle of judging, and you say,
if it's going to affect, like, if it's going to kill you,
yeah,
you have to choose. I'd want to choose myself because I can have more children.
yeah. Thankfully, that just really doesn't happen very much.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You get somewhere around 2,000 to 5,000 abortions a day in America, and virtually none of them have anything to do with protecting the mother or choosing one life over the other. So the question is this thing that's going on at a rampant rate, what do we do about it? Do we keep 5,000 abortions a day to make sure that this theoretical possibility is still accessible? Because I think we could actually criminalize intentional abortion.
Intentionally, yeah. But
Yeah.
if it risks your health, I think that you should be able to.
Like there are some things that, would risk your health that I'd still want to protect children, Like a lot of abortions happen. They're just perfectly healthy children, perfectly healthy wombs. But there are a number of people who will abort babies when they have Down syndrome, or they'll abort babies when they have spina bifida. And the spina bifida is not even, it's something you have to correct.
Yeah.
They're aborting the baby because they don't want to spend money on the surgery. Do we really want to be a culture that responds to difficulty with murder? But
if you take everybody's right away to have an abortion, make it illegal, it's going to be an uproar. There's going to be people are going to be riots, protests. It's just going to be.
Well, let me try this on you, because I know I don't look like it, but I'm a historian of 19th century America and England.
Okay.
And in the 19th century, there was an institution going on in the culture, and there were people who wanted to abolish that institution. And the leading argument from people who weren't not necessarily slave owners, but the leading argument for people who didn't want to abolish it was straight up, we can't do this because it'll create chaos and economic turmoil and so on and so forth. So sometimes we have to do things that are going to be difficult for the good of our fellow human beings. And the idea that it's impossible to abolish abortion is exactly the same as it's impossible to abolish slavery. It's not impossible.
It's not, but that brings up the police brutality stuff. How is that ever going to end? We've tried to stop it. We've tried
the
to
police brutality stuff.
Yeah, we've tried to fire people. We've tried to put limits on what they can and can't do. And
I think bad cops should be fired or thrown in jail, and good cops should continue to be good cops. But what's the?
I'm just saying, how they're still doing riots and stuff about police brutality and stuff like that. It's still going on even though they've done all this stuff.
Yeah.
So
how does that connect to what we're?
If they try to make abortion illegal,
there'd be a lot of riots.
Yeah, and it would not stop. And how would you make it stop?
Yeah.
If there was any, find a way.
Well, people still find a way to do things that are illegal. Like people still rape and still murder, but they do it less. So I don't think we can end abortion, and I don't think we can make abortion unthinkable. But I do think we can abolish it in the sense of we can make the laws against murder that are applying to born people, we can apply them to preborn people. And still, there will be people who break the law and kill their kids and try to get away with it, but there will be less. So we got to do what we can to save those kids who are still going to be murdered. Just like it's not legal to murder people because they dress like knights, but someone could still do it.
So, what was I about to say? I'm sorry.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Making something illegal may not make it disappear from the culture, but it will establish justice for a lot of people. And also, the laws are a tutor. A lot of young people growing up are being told abortion is this fine, normal, good thing, and that it's key to their livelihood and all that kind of stuff. Well, if the governing authorities, like the legislators, were saying, this is murder, if you do it, you will be treated like a murderer, they learn that from this is serious still.
Yeah.
So they may be less likely to even break the law because they've been told by the governor of their state, this is murder. And they're like, I don't know how to do it. They won't even drive to a different state to do it. because they've been educated. So,
Isn't there already something in place? Like, I thought I read about something.
like in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
In Oklahoma, you have to order abortion pills to kill your babies here. And we do that at an alarming rate. We're like one of the leading states ordering abortion pills. So what they did is they shut down the freestanding abortion mills. Like they're not places you go to kill your babies. You go and you order a pill and you kill your baby in the confines of your own home. So it's kind of, some people are like, well, that's better. It's like, yeah, it's not actually better. Because now it's like the only person who knows about the abortion is oftentimes the mother and the father if they ordered the pill together. At least with the abortion clinics, they have to set up an appointment. They got to go. They might run into someone who says don't do it. This is just going to your mailbox, get the pill. So
do you agree with I know they talked about making it so where people would get charged if they had a miscarriage or any of that. Like,
who talked about that? People talk about that, and I studied.
Internet.
I know it's like on BuzzFeed or TikTok or something, but like it's not real. Like people keep bringing this up, but there's nowhere anywhere where they're actually saying people who have honest to God miscarriages need to be punished. That's nowhere.
Are they gonna if they make abortion illegal, are they gonna sit there and investigate people that have miscarriages?
Well, no, people have miscarriages. You know they have a miscarriage. You know why? They're sad. Now, someone has a miscarriage and they're happy, you might want to investigate it. You're like, why was the miscarriage? Oh, I ordered this abortion drug and I killed my child.
Yeah.
Not a miscarriage. A miscarriage is when it's unintentional. So that's the easiest way to know if it's a miscarriage or not.
Yeah.
Is the person, giddy about it? Not a miscarriage. So, but like every once in a while, someone will, like a meth addict will have a miscarriage.
Yeah.
And they'll get in trouble, which is crazy. I mean, I understand. It's crazy though, because our culture basically says, if you choose to kill your baby, you're not in trouble. But if you accidentally kill your baby by drinking or smoking or whatever, you're in trouble. So it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It's like you're not allowed to. I mean, I'm glad that we don't want people taking drugs that kill their babies.
Yeah.
But if those drugs are meth, it's wrong. But if it's an abortion pill, which is more effective at killing a baby than meth, so upside down culture.
Yeah.
I mean, people are ridiculous.
I agree.
Says the guy standing in the rain at the medieval fair that's closed down. I mean, are people just going to go to their cars and then come back?
They're going to reopen, and it's almost past us now. So I think a little rain won't hurt nobody.
Yeah, reopen. I mean,
Have a good day.
hey, thank you for talking. It's awesome.